Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So I'm going to pretty much do an update on the 5-day fast that I'm currently on. Okay, and today is day 4. All right, so I'm pretty much just going to go over what has been occurring or how I have been feeling, some of the benefits, some of the changes, and I'm just gonna get into it. But yeah, currently I'm on day 4 of the 5 days, and it's 1 o'clock right now. It's 1 o'clock on the dot. Okay, and it's been almost 90 hours. Okay, so 90 hours without food. I'm having water though, so I'm deriving energy or life from water, but mainly from breath and from sunlight. Okay, this is where I'm deriving my energy or my life from. No food. Okay, and there's been a major difference today on the 4th day, in contrast to the 2nd and 3rd days. So on the 2nd and 3rd days, when I woke up in the morning, I felt very fatigued, and I felt a little weak. Okay, and I was a little whiny. My body was whining because it may have wanted some food, because of the way I've been conditioning myself. I usually have breakfast around like 8 or 9 in the morning after yoga, okay, and meditation. But it's like once you start to break that conditioning, it'll start to whine. Your body will start to whine. It'll start to cry because it's used to that. That's how you're training yourself. But this morning, whenever I woke up, I didn't feel any of that at all. The weakness and the fatigue was not there at all. In fact, I woke up feeling best I felt in probably all year, to be honest. No lie either. Um, So I pretty much had a flawless session as well in the morning, um, when it comes to meditation and yoga, which is very much needed. All the mucus in my nose, once again, is completely gone. There's no more mucus. Um, Whereas when I'm on a full stomach, one nose is always blocked up, and it's just getting more and more clear. So no more mucus, which is a good thing for breath work and whatnot. Very vital to one's life, because if you don't breathe properly, then you can't function properly, okay? Neurologically or psychologically, you won't be able to function properly, and this will cause some type of neurological disorder, or imbalance, or some type of neurological neurosis or something. Whatever it may be. Improper breathing actually leads to psychological imbalances. Okay, so you always need to breathe properly, and this is why whenever you have a blocked nose full of mucus or phlegm, it, it, it may, there's potential for that in itself to put you in disease, because you're in a state of dis-ease, and whenever you are in that state, it leads to imbalances, and that's what illness is. Okay, so I have most definitely been feeling the best I have felt all year long. And that's a fact, okay? Now, a inner peace has also been arising very, very slowly as I have been on the fast as well. Um, I also have a lot less thought, okay, which whenever I'm on a full stomach, a lot of thought is always there, and it's all bullshit thought too. It's just like junk thought, it's just like it's just tuning into the psychological network and all the thought that's going in between individuals that I'm picking up on, and I'm playing in that drama as well. So then I take up the ego, which is integrating itself within that psychological network throughout every individual that is playing within that drama as well. So it's then bringing in a lot of like what they're up to. So if somebody is in a negative mindset, you're going to be picking up on that. Okay, if you're extra sensory, if you're extra sensitive to, or extra sensible to some of the dimensions of the psychological network, now a lot less thoughts, okay, which is a very, 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 very needed thing, because nobody wants to be thinking all the time. That's a terrible torture, in my opinion, especially if it's negative mind setting, because the mind actually sets everything. It's escape, it's a setting, like time and place. It's a setting. That's why they call it mindset, okay, because it's setting things. And how you feel within yourself mentally is how everything is going to be outwardly, as within, so without. Hermetica principle. It's the second Hermetica principle of correspondence: as above, so below; as within, so without; so as the universe, so the soul. Okay. Now, how you feel within yourself is how you are going to experience reality outside of yourself. So as within, so without. Okay. Now, this comes from Egypt, by the way. Um, Thoth, the god of wisdom, actually scribed all of the laws, the Hermetica laws, or the Hermetica principles, and there's 7 in all, but that's the second one, okay? It's originating from Egypt, or it could even go even further back in time, but a lot less thought, which is beautiful, okay? A lot more positive thought, and a lot more ego dissolution as well. I'm definitely able to realize and not get so entrapped in my individuality. More so, I'm more involved in a type of serene collectivity, and by this I mean I'm more involving myself collectively, non-egotistically, in a state of serenity, so one thing that I've actually learned is food actually corrupts, okay, because it comes with a lot of things. It comes with nourishment, it comes with nutrition, it comes with vitamins, it comes with the energies that your body needs, but it also comes with a lot of excess things, which is why you actually poop, okay? Because what the poop is all the waste, all the stuff that you don't need, that your body does not need. It goes out of your body through your excrement, or your poop, okay? Now, all of the stuff contained in the poop is in the food, and what your body does, it separates what it needs, the vital nutrients and the vital vitamins and everything else, and it uses that, and then everything that the food contains that you don't need, that will make your body sick or put you into a very far out mutation or something, goes into the poop, and then you poop it out, right? So it's no more in your body. um, So, in that way, food actually corrupts, because it does hold the vital nutrients that your body needs, and it holds vital vitamins that your body needs, but it also holds a lot more things that your body does not need, and those things actually send your body into corruption, okay? And what I've learned is that if you don't eat, if you don't have the food, your body is less corrupted, and this equals a healthier and more positive state of being, which is why I'm lessened in thought process. Okay, there's more involvement in the present moment, you know, a type of freedom from delusion, thought process, you know, overanalyzing things, overthinking things that never will exist. That's no longer there, and that comes with corruption, things in the food, not even to mention pesticides and herbicides and all the different chemicals that they're spraying in the food that you become completely blinded to because there's no other food source other than the grocery stores for most people, you know, unless you're growing your own thing, or unless you're growing your own food. But most people don't even know how to do that nowadays. So we all rely on the grocery store, and then we don't know what they do to the food that they're putting in the grocery store because you're not there when they're farming the things, the food. And they completely mess up that food, you know, with pesticides for one. This is just the chemicals we know of. There's a lot more that we don't know of. Okay, but pesticides and herbicides are most definitely deadly to the body, is what I have learned, and they most definitely cause some type of mental damaging. Okay, but the whole thing about it is the way they stay discreet about this, or the way they stay acceptant about using these chemicals on the food, is because people, they have no other source of food because they don't know how to farm anymore. We don't know the laws of agriculture anymore because we were pitted in reliance to the to the supermarkets. Okay, and then people, they eventually just ate these foods with all of these chemicals on them, and then they started to pretty much they start to become numb, you know, to some of the chemicals that come in the food, and then they forgot that there were even chemicals in there, or they just don't care, you know, because it's not killing them in entirety, but it is definitely killing them in on some dimension. You know, it's most definitely damaging your mind, and this is something that I've seen happening to myself when eating these conventionally grown foods. You know, even the organic foods, they're said to be organic and they're said to be grown without any type of chemicals, but even that's bullshit because I've had organics and I've tasted some of the chemicals on them, and it just broke my heart because it's like, well, where do we actually get our food then if we can't even rely on the organic foods, you know? So that's another reason why I actually started taking up fasting for prolonged time. Um, and also I'm feeling I want to say 100% better than I've ever felt on a full stomach. You know, being on a full stomach, I feel too lethargic. I feel very, very fatigued. You know, I cannot move. I cannot breathe. There's no peace because I'm constantly thinking, because there's so much energy in the body that it sends it to each and every I want to say organ system, and then this sends energy to the brain, and then the brain just goes in overdrive, you know, and it just starts thinking about anything for no reason at all, you know, and this has you thinking all day deludedly, you know. So one thing I have learned is that you don't need to have a full stomach, you know. You're just conditioned that way. You've taught yourself that way. Your parents have taught yourself that way. Their parents have taught themselves that way, and it's just a continuous cycle until somebody in the family breaks that cycle by facing the fear or realizing it for themselves, you know. um, you're not gonna die. Be stronger. You know, this is also something I've learned. Something that I still need to learn and refine because I do have a lot of fear. You know, but I know that the love vibration is most definitely the stronger force because who wants to be in fear? That's weak as hell. You know, love is most definitely strong because you need to cooperate. You need to be in harmony with each other to get anything done. If you were in fear, always fighting with each other, arguing with each other, in conflict with each other, you would not be able to get anything done. You know, try and make a song, or try and build a house, try and do anything in conflict with every other person involved in the project. You know, you're not going to get anything done. You're going to be too busy fighting with each other. You know, so if you're in a state of love, you can be in a state of harmony, and everybody can be working in synchronicity, you know. and that's a stronger force because that creates things, whereas fear is like it's stagnant, it's slow, and it's lethargic. You know, it's not needed. And the whole truth about it is that you are energy too. um, you're eternal. Energy can never be created nor destroyed. It's only transformed. And whenever you die, it's just a state of transformation. It's a deep state of inertia, and it's a deep state of rest. Okay, so you're going to either reincarnate or you're going to continue to live bodiless. But that is for the masters, okay, who go through the deep, deep, deep inner work all of their life. Okay, but you will reincarnate into another physical body and carry on your karmic path, or your path of purpose. Okay. Now, as a soul, by the way, um, which is our eternal nature. The soul is eternal. When you die, the soul leaves the body. The soul sheds the body. The body is like a spacesuit. Okay, and the mind is just a software. Okay. But yeah, day 3 or day 4, my bad, it's been about 90 hours without food. Around 7:30 p.m. it's going to be a full 96 hours, full 4 days, and then we'll be on day 5. Okay, which I'm pretty much expecting to be even better than it has been today in feeling wise, because I have been feeling the best in a long time. Okay. I most definitely have a lot of energy too. I'm not fatigued or anything. You know, I'm not weak at all. Okay. Um, been doing a lot of sunbathing as well. So I've been like harnessing solar energy, and this has been powering me. And what I'm doing right now, what I'm working on right now, is distinguishing between the energy derived from food and the energy derived from breath and sunlight, because it's a completely different process. Whenever you're chalked up with energy from various different sources, it's hard to distinguish between the different sources of energy functioning throughout your body, you know. And what I've learned is that you need to distance yourself from the various different sources of energy, and you need to focus on one source of energy to see how that type of energy functions throughout your body, so that you can come to know that source of energy in itself. You know, all this is straight up knowledge too. This is all experientially backed up knowledge as of now. Okay. But yeah, the fast has been amazing. I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm probably going to end it there. I do thank everybody for watching once again, and I hope you did enjoy the video today. Make sure to subscribe if you do enjoy the daily content. Okay, make sure to drop a like on today's video if you did enjoy the knowledge and did enjoy the information. Make sure to comment down some love, inspiration, motivation, positive messages, constructive criticism, whatever you want to comment it down. And I'll most definitely get to it. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So peace out, everybody. One love, and have a great afternoon.